everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama. Welcome to our channel, Paws On Animation, and our Paws On Manga segment.
And today we're covering the DragonBall Z manga. Yes, the Z one.
This series is a sequel that seemingly blends into the original Dragon Ball, and the stakes, the action, and the laughs are turned up to 11. But
before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and notifications with some future podcasts and little pause videos.
Thank you for joining us today, subscribing, sharing our videos, coming, everything you do. We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
Now, of course, as usual, Rascal got us to read this one.
No, actually.
Was it me?
No, you did.
Oh,
you
that's
got
right.
it. The way we read it was that it was like a
omnibus.
A small omnibus, and it collected the original Dragon Ball and Z, and it collected all together in 40-some volumes. So we're treating it as two different manga series because one focuses on Goku from when he's little all the way till he grows up, and then Z focuses on him being grown up, and then the rest of the series.
That's right, and I remember grabbing them in the library.
Yes.
Okay, so yay me.
Yeah. Yes, and last year we did our coverage of the original Dragon Ball Manga.
Fantastic.
Right, and we loved it, and we wanted to save the Z section for its own video because it does kind of read as two different mangas because you got Goku being older, you have way more characters being added into the mix, new villains, new power-ups. Then you have another series later, Dragon Ball Z Super, and a lot of confusion sometimes. So we want to differentiate it by giving this section of the series its own video.
Yes. So for those of you possibly not familiar with the Dragon Ball Z manga, it is a game illustrated and written by Akira Toriyama. It was originally serialized in Shueisha Shonen Manga, Weekly Shonen Jump, just like the others. It's considered an adventure, fantasy, comedy, and martial arts story.
Yes.
Right now, it has 42 volumes. It hasn't been reissued,
repurposed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It ran originally from November of 1984 to May of 1995.
Wow.
It also has TV series Dragon Ball Z, which we haven't watched yet because we're currently still watching Dragon Ball.
Right.
And the original series ran from 89 to 96. There was a midquel called Dragon Ball Super that came out in 2015.
Midquel. Good grief.
And then there's been a list of other series and films and video games and soundtracks. So I thought we'd just go ahead and get all that out of the way right now so we can focus on the manga itself.
Right. Because with this one, it's just read continually as Dragon Ball, and even tell you the corner now continues in Dragon Ball Z, and it kind of keeps going as if nothing changed, like you're still reading the same series. Why'd you call it Z? But what we like is that
now he's an adult.
Right. He's an adult. And now he's eventually got a family, and we have these other characters coming in that'll either be allies or it'll be new villains or antagonists. And it seems like every 5 minutes there's someone new coming in, and it just keeps making it kind of funny. It's like how large this cast grows with every volume, really. And by the time it gets to the end, it goes to one of those almost like Avengers Endgame type final arcs. Because we always laugh at the last three antagonists, Bibbidi, Bobbidi, and Boo. And we just like...
Yes. That was one of the things that stood out. But another one is, in this particular manga, it's just battles. In the first manga, you got backstory. You got to see Goku grow up, see him be a preteen who looks like he's 5. And then you had your time jumps where he got older, where he met his future wife, where he met his friends that become his core family.
Right.
But in this one, it's like, okay, he's an adult. He's got Gohan. He's still with his wife. And fight. And villains you thought were gone come back and return.
Yes.
And that was the biggest surprise.
Right.
Frieza was the biggest surprise.
Right. And the fact they did it not once, but twice when they got to the Super one. And we were still like, how many times are you going to bring this guy back?
And it was all just battles. And you also got to meet some of the, I guess you would say, the gods of the universe who were the ones setting up the battles and challenging each other.
Yeah, and it's like it's a whole nother universe now.
And of course Goku wanted to do it. Because it's
fight. Constant fighting. And it's like, yeah, he sure loves to battle.
And then this time it's funny because he drags Vegeta into it.
Yes.
Because he has the audacity to be married and have a kid.
Right. And all that mess.
And Bulma ends up with him, which is the most hilarious thing.
Right.
And he drags him into it with him.
You're right. And yes, that is one of the favorite things about it. And by the time you get to the end, they also introduce this fusion technique,
yes,
which we know now is where Steven Universe got the idea from. We were just laughing at it because
with the earrings,
yes, they have
the bad boy earrings. I'm calling.
They have to have an earring, and they have to do some special fusion dance, and you just started laughing at it. It's like, so this is where it came from. And he said, "Stop laughing at us!"
But it's the bad boy earrings, like
they got two of them.
Yes. And then as soon as we saw the dance, we said, "Avatar!"
Yes, the dancing dragon dance. Oh my gosh.
So you begin to see more and more as you're reading this manga just how much more Toriyama inspired everything you watch this animated or anime around the entire world.
Yes.
He just laid claim to everything.
Yes.
Because everything you keep seeing is like, okay, there's that. Okay, that's
right.
Dragon Ball, and that's Dragon Ball, and that's Dragon Ball.
Yes.
And it is.
Yes.
It's Toriyama's world, even though he's no longer here. It's his world, and we're just living in it.
Still, yes. And we also like how we see Goku's kids grow up. Because there's a point in there, and yes, we're serious about this, when it happens, he dies. And he's about gone for 5 years. And at some point, they bring him back. Literally, he's got like 5-year absence. It's like Endgame. And he comes back, but you actually end up seeing his kids as a Gohan and Goten kind of grow up. And what's even funnier
is...
if
you know what vegetable Goten represents, let us know in the comments because we haven't figured it out.
Right. And what's funny is that you see kind of Gohan sort of be a main character for a little bit. And he has his Saiyan Man persona. And it's just like, you want to be Superman now? Okay, fine.
Oh my gosh. Now another thing that also was funny is you brought up about Goku being taken out. Yeah. And then you find out it was for nothing. It didn't save anything.
Yeah.
And then I thought about Yu Yu Hakusho and how that main character did it. And he's told, and the kid wasn't going to be killed anyway. You did that for nothing. And it's again, so Dragon Ball. You just see the influence everywhere.
Yes. And then they end up having, as you said, like another sort of tournament. Mm-hmm. He can't compete because the rules say, well, he's already dead, so he can't compete. He's just sitting looking like, you don't find anything wrong with this. He still can eat.
Yes.
He still can come back and eat for 24 hours. He still gets involved in a lot of the crap they do. And this is actually the point when it gets into its final arc, like we mentioned, with Boo being this final antagonist. And he's sort of absorbing everyone and everything, or killing off people left and right. And there was a point in there where he actually had stopped. Because one guy, in case you haven't read it, one guy ended up being kind to him and they took care of a little dog. Mm-hmm. And he said, hey, can you please not destroy the world? Okay.
And for some reason, they call him Satan in the anime. If you know why, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I know. Is Hercule in the manga and is Satan in the anime? I hope there's a reason, because then it's sort of like, why is he called the evil?
Right. And then also we get to meet Future Trunks, Silver, Johnny Young Bosch.
You started yes, I'm gonna keep starting it. Yes, Future Trunks in here, and he ended up being major character that kept coming back and forth between present and future, because you're thinking, he appears one time, then he comes back again. I guess he makes another appearance. He keeps coming back. Okay, so do you live here now, or do you live in the future?
Right.
You live in both, because he keeps going back and forth in the future.
Now, at the time we read this, we did not know he was inspired by, Silver was inspired by him.
Right.
And when we learned, Rascal lost her mind, and we have all this art, and she upsets with Silver, and then she started putting posts about Johnny and Botch. It's an excellent choice to be Silver, and now we got Devil May Cry,
right,
and all these things connecting him. It's like 6 degrees of Johnny Young Botch.
It's a conspiracy.
Yes. And so, as you know, from the video we put up on pause, that's what we want now. Let us know what you think.
It's Sylveon's fault that she told me about Trunks being the inspiration. This is your fault, Sylveon.
But you have so much going on in here. I remember when I first got it, I said, well, I don't know how it's going to compare to the original. If they're going to be able to keep it interesting, if it's going to be good. And I remember at first I was thrown off, fight.
Yeah.
But then the more you read it, it was just like being back at home again.
Yes.
And enjoying it again and loving the changes. Also, Hercule has a daughter now.
Yes.
As well, who doesn't know that they pretended he was a hero.
Yes.
So they could keep their identities secret from being the hero.
Yes.
But she does find out later, and she falls for Gohan, of course.
Oh my god. Yeah. That was actually one of the funniest things that
And Gohan, as a teen, is so cute. He is just so adorable. I mean, because he's so cute. Look at him. Oh, he had his little glasses. He looked even cuter.
Oh my gosh. And I kind of like they had towards the end of here, and a little bit they had in the Super manga, is that there are times, well, he has the Saiyan Man outfit on, but there are other times he has his battle outfit, and it's just the same robes that Piccolo wears, and it's one of the best things in there. Like, if he's gonna go fight, he's gonna dress like Piccolo.
Yes. Now, I think what was really interesting for me, speaking of this, is you had Goku and Vegeta, and you thought they were really strong. And then their children come along, and Gohan and Trunks are stronger than they were. Now remember, they are married to humans, so you would have thought that might have diluted the gene pool, but it doesn't.
Clearly
they get stronger, and then you get Goten, who's the second son of Goku, and he's even stronger than all of them.
Yes.
And it's like, what?
So it's like they get stronger and stronger each time.
And he ends up friends with
Trunks in the regular time.
Right, in the present day Trunks.
Yeah.
He's friends with him. And then Trunks comes from the future, and when Bulma learns it's him, it's so cute. She starts mothering him, fixing his hair,
you got two,
and touching on him, and you can tell he's enjoying it. And I thought it was a really cute part that Toriyama put in the book.
Yeah,
because it's adorable. He's like this. How old is he in the future when he comes?
Oh, it's been a while.
He's an older teen?
Yeah, I think he's probably around 18.
Yeah, but he likes being mothered by her.
Right, especially you see where he's from, and it's a wasteland, so yes.
And he also doesn't want to believe that Vegeta never had any virtue. Right. And he wants to prove that this can't be how he ended up.
Right.
The last thing I want to mention, because you brought it up when we were watching Devil May Care, again, 6 Degrees of Johnny Young Bosch, and it's a wasteland where Trunks is from.
Yeah.
And then you get to where Silver's from, and it's a wasteland.
Right.
And you're watching Devil May Care, and you realize that how it looks when the demons come,
yes,
the way that it looks in the Sonic game.
Yes, and it was about to turn into a wasteland when the creatures were coming through. So it's like it kept being deja vu over and over and over, and didn't even expect it in Devil May Cry at all.
Right. Toriyama supremacy.
Yes.
Absolutely. So there's a special side story titled Trunks, the Story of the Lone Warrior.
Oh,
that
really?
was developed by Toriyama and published together with Chapter 386 back in 1992 in a special issue, number 36 and 37 of Shonen Jump.
Okay.
And then in 2006, to celebrate the anniversary of Kochikami, a special manga titled Super Kochikami was released on September 15th, and it included characters from the series appearing in special crossover chapters.
Okay.
Of other well-known manga. And so the last thing on December 12th, in December on the 12th, there we go, 2016, the first chapter of a spin-off manga titled Dragon Ball, The Time I Got Reincarnated as Yamcha.
What?
Was released in Shonen Jump, digital magazine.
Oh my god.
So while it's available, now it's available as a manga, so we got to find all these things to continue our journey into Dragon Ball.
Yes. Gotta catch them all.
Ash. Yes, it's Toriyama's world, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy Dragon Ball Z, but I did, and I'm looking forward to reading everything that he's written.
Yes,
because somehow he's managed to make it continue to be interesting and the characters interesting. You're cheering for the characters and you love the characters. And your love doesn't abate.
Right.
So far. The only one that we're not so sure about is Sandland.
The Sandland manga.
Yeah, the Sandland manga. But as far as continuing the Dragon Ball saga, I am ready for it. We're enjoying the Dragon Ball original series, but there's a lot of filler.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to watching Dragon Ball Z. And we're thinking about watching it concurrently while we're watching Dragon Ball. Let us know if that's a good idea in the comments as well. So if you've read the Dragon Ball Z manga, let us know what you think. And if you haven't, you should be. Toriyama was a genius, absolutely a genius. And so far, both of the features we've read have been fantastic. Looking forward again to reading more.
Yes.
Read them. Come back and tell us what you think.
And if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and movie reviews for anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us on our Dragon Ball journey. We're enjoying it. We're loving it.
Yes.
It's not McDonald's.
Right.
If you have more things to recommend that are part of the Dragon Ball universe, please let us know in the comments. We really want to know what else we should delve into and enjoy as well.
And as always,
you are our special. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching Rascal Entertainment.
And Amon Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.